I came to see the first Vice President at his invitation for us to discuss issues of mutual interest regarding ABA. The meeting was very fruitful. We discussed very important issues that will help us in ABA, including support to the humanitarian effort. I'm confident that in the coming days, we will see some traction in the discussions we have had, and I'm happy that this meeting has taken.
The Chinese Make Life Easy MLE automobile company opens a shop in Juba. Vice President Dr. James Wani-Iga graced the opening ceremony on Saturday, highlighting its potentials to strengthen South Sudan's economy through investment and improved transportation infrastructure. The company's executive director, Guo Junling, acknowledges all stakeholders for their support, saying the project symbolizes a new milestone in the country's automobile industry. The chairperson of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce, Guo Jiangzheng, reaffirms the importance of China-South Sudan cooperation. He says the initiative will create jobs, trigger infrastructure development, and strengthen bilateral ties between Juba and Beijing.
They are contributing effectively to the GDP, gross domestic product of our country. We encourage more investment, not only from the sister People's Republic of China, but also globally. This sort of motor cars directly adds value to our Juba market. In particular, and the economy of South Sudan at large. Indeed, any major supply to a market is a big plus to any economy.
Our goal is not only to be an automobile sales platform, but also to provide our customers with a full life cycle automobile service solution, whether it is a car purchasing, maintenance and repair, financial support, and value-added services. We will provide professional, efficient, and thoughtful services to bring value to every customer.
The value of Dongfeng Motors has added a strong boost to our life and work in South Sudan. They will meet our needs in transportation, logistics, and other aspects with advanced technology and high-quality service, and improve our quality of life and work efficiency.
The National Minister of Health, Yolanda Awildeng, and the Central Equatorial State High-Level Cholera Intervention Committee discussed strengthening efforts to prevent the spread of cholera. The meeting focused on prevention and response plans and strengthening social mobilization and health promotion activities. The chairperson of the Central Equatorial State High-Level Cholera Intervention Committee, Paulino Lokudu Obede, briefed the minister on the committee's prevention and response plan.
Our meeting entailed the intervention that we have and many of the updates in regard to the cholera outbreak in Central Equatoria State. The much of the outbreak is here in Juba, and as most of us know, Juba is one of the biggest cities in the country, and we have got quite a bit of hotspots. And as far as we are here, the Central Equatoria State plus my ministry, we are trying so much to contain like the cases where they are, but more needed to be done. And what we are doing now, we are venturing out to, it is not an issue of the Minister of Health alone, either national or subnational, but it is the whole government approach.
So we, as the State High-Level Response and Oversight Committee from Central Equatorial State Government, from the multi-sectoral institutions in the state, decided to come and brief the national government through the Ministry of Health on the efforts and approach that we have taken to mitigate and contain the situation of cholera within the Central Equatorial State. As you are all aware that last 3 days we have launched the vaccination in POC. That is one of the activity that we have started doing as a state government. And as well, we are trying to work hard with the national government to improve and enhance the coordination efforts, because the cholera is a multi-sectoral approach, and it contaminated when the WASH cluster did not been prioritized or enhanced.
The Minister of General Education and Instruction, Owundenga Chwil, asks authorities in Northern Barakazal State, Ministry of Education and Ministry of Public Service to coordinate activities in recruiting and appointing service to coordinate activities rather in recruiting and appointing workforce for the Ministry of Education. She says all appointments in the Ministry of Education are to comply with the administrative structure in the ministry. The minister raised the point in a meeting on modalities of employing staffs in the Ministry of Education with the state authorities on Friday. Governor Simon Obermawut says the state government will work together with the National Ministry of General Education and Instruction to achieve the desired goals. He unveils the state government's plan to open a number of offices for the directors of education in the counties. Let's go for a short break and stay tuned for more stories coming up. Welcome back from that short break. To proceed, the Universal Periodic Review program organized by the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs in collaboration with the UN mission in South Sudan and the UN Human Rights Division focuses on validating the implementation matrix of UPR recommendations. Participants, including government officials, civil society representatives, and UN experts, discussed key issues such as freedom of expression, the rule of law, and the protection of human rights defenders. In his opening remarks, Acting Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Justice, Deng Chir, described the program as a crucial step in improving the human rights situation in the country.
The Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs would also like to appreciate the coordination among the multi-stakeholders consisting of the government, and the civil society organization through the technical support provided by this forum by the two UN agencies, for instance, UNDP and UNMIS, Human Rights.
The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs held an orientation for international and local NGOs to discuss the Humanitarian Disaster and Risk Management Bill currently under development. Humanitarian Undersecretary William Chanachwil emphasized the bill's importance in guiding NGOs as they continue their humanitarian work without challenges. Director General for Disaster and Risk Management Joshua Banak encouraged NGOs to contribute their input, which will be reviewed and approved by the Ministry of Justice to support future humanitarian operations. Lowila Daniel Stefan, legal advisor for the South Sudan Red Cross, affirmed the NGO's commitment to developing a comprehensive guidebook to facilitate smooth humanitarian efforts in the country.
Disaster Risk Management Bill, the intention of this bill is to actually is a tool that can be used by the ministry to enhance the protection of the lives and properties of the people of South Sudan. I inform you that you need to go through this document, filter it, and very, very critically, so that you produce a workable document that can be used by the ministry and RRC and all of us, because when we deal with a disaster, it is like dealing with war, and war cannot be managed by one unit.
So the purpose of you here today is actually just to review the bill. For some of you, it's an old bill. From the introduction, we have seen that there is a diverse selection of different institutions. And the purpose is that each institution will see whether they have any contribution or that they see themselves, not necessarily in your name as an institution, but what you think your institution can contribute to the bill, such that when it is implemented, it is implemented by all. It's not a document for the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management or the RRC or the Minister of Water. It's a cross-cutting document that we need to put and then to address the current and the existing and the future.
Based on also our mandates as South Sudan Red Cross, the issues of disaster risk management, the issues of disaster itself or response to disasters in terms of when it happens had been our main mandates. We were doing this through, of course, hand in hand with the ministry. So we thought it twice that it is very important for us for this country to have the bill in place, and of course for it to become an act or the law that will regulate the work. We are willing to continue supporting the process until it becomes a...
Turning to youth development, the chairperson of the National Youth Union, Faride Taban, has reiterated his call for young people to actively promote peace and unity as a foundation for nationwide social and economic development. Speaking during the inauguration of the Youth Organization for Peace and Development's facility in Juba on Thursday, Taban emphasized the vital role of unity among youth in nation building. Deng Makwach, the Chief Executive Officer of the Youth Organization, echoed Taban's sentiments, underscoring the critical role of young people in shaping the future of South Sudan.
The youth have ventured into agriculture. The youth have ventured into businesses. We have all seen Fial Bamolo, Chukomando, Tanim Bamolo, and Chapate. We have ventured into business as South Sudanese. The issue of South Sudanese were lazy, it is no more there. But we have one challenge that needs to be addressed. Unnecessary taxation to our own businesses. We are calling upon the authorities, all the places that belongs to the youth, even if for football, should be returned back to the youth.
ونحن كشباب في منظمة الشباب لدعم السلام ونحن مبسوطين بجد لأنه سفارة تاسين بجد أثبت لنا بأنه عنده روح لتشجيع للسلام في الدولة بتاعنا وعنده روح لتشجيع بالنسبة للشباب في داخل دولتنا. وأنا بجد بتمنى بأنه عام 2025 وكلنا عام سلام.
So my request is, let's commit ourselves to working together to advance our shared vision of a better future. We can make this country the food basket in Africa if we work together. Through helping the local communities, giving them grant to invest their grant on the agricultural sector to improve the local production.
The Deputy Chairperson of National Bureau of Statistics, Agustino Tongmayai, says they are working to set up plans to ensure effective statistics system. Tong was addressing a news conference highlighting the importance of statistics for planning purpose.
The purpose of the ASD is to increase public awareness about the important role statistics plays in all aspects of social and economic life in African societies. Therefore, this year's theme raises awareness among decision makers, investors, data producers and users, civil society institutions, academia and think tanks, and the public about the importance of data and statistics to foster evidence-based decision-making, to ensure economic growth and socio-economic development in Africa.
Central Equatorial State government has embarked on enhancing road connectivity to boost service delivery to its citizens. On Thursday, Governor Agustino Jadala Wani launched the rehabilitation of Jale Kaya Juba Road in Kajakoji County. The initiative is part of Central Equatorial's efforts to improve road infrastructure to boosting social economic development. Governor Jadala stresses the importance of unity among communities to promote sustainable development, encouraging refugees to return home and develop their area. The State Minister of Roads and Bridges, Mawa Moses, says they are engaging with the national government to construct Juba Kajakeji Road to facilitate movements of people and goods. Kajakeji County Commissioner David Lisi Christopher describes the initiative as a good gesture to promote development.
Bush clear. After bush clear, Bada very great, and then too much maram. That a compaction. Come on, the time. I came the end of the day, here the back of the shop. They remember our family. They are now Hasha Baker to Suluku for Akai now. Lakini it is a good initiative. For full determination. Their commitment to come from the shop. No catch up their material. What next? If you cannot educate. No Cooper and Polakane material. What next? Your Excellency, my people of Kajukeji, to work on roads is not easy. We all have the dreams. Now all these roads should be worked on. But we are limited with situation. And that situation is financial situation.
And this road that we are making will help us a lot. Mostly internally in doing our in carrying out our internal activities within the within education. So let us do the road where we can end, where there are no more cut down lots, and then we stop.
More than 2,000 police graduate in WOW after completing refresher training on law and order, communication skills and conflict resolution, as well as human rights to ensure public safety. Addressing the occasion, the Assistant Inspector General of Police Service for Human Resource Development, Lieutenant General Jackson Elia, described the training as essential to ensure law enforcement officers are equipped with skills and knowledge to perform their duties effectively. Speaking at the event, Western Barrow Kwazal Governor Emmanuel Primo Okello calls on the police to crack down criminals and promote the rule of law. On his part, State Police Commissioner Major General Abednego Akol directs the police to adhere to their task of protecting civilians and their property.
السيد الحاكم، قيادة الشرطة انتهج السياسات الإصلاحية كهدف استراتيجي لتأهيل القدرات البشرية حتى يتمكنوا هؤلاء في أداء واجبهم حسب المعايير الإقليمية والدولية المقبولة. احترام حكم القانون، احترام حقوق الإنسان.
إنكم تشرفوا في إنه الأمن والاستقرار بتاعت الولاية بخير، وبرضو أن إحنا خرجناكم في الوقت ده والولاية قادم لأعياد بتاعت الكريسماس وراس السنة. كل المجرمين وكل النيجز اللي بيسببوا في زعزع واستقرار بتاعت الولاية بنقول عندنا قوة جاهز لحماية بتاعت الولاية وحماية ممتلكات بتاعت الولاية وتأدي زمن هم جاهزين.
We all need you to understanding to work hard and demonstrate great integrity in the action of your duties. Your state and our people deserve the less. Your Excellencies, the total grading personnel are 2,060, and the composition is as follows: male police personnel 1,805, female police 255. In this.
Let's go for another short break, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
Sudan Republic way! Salva Kiir way! Junuba Sudan way! Junuba Sudan way! John Garang way! John Garang way!
Welcome back once again. Moving forward, Upper Nile State Deputy Governor Deng Joa Angok assures the people of Ulang County of the government's commitment to providing basic services to the rural population. Angok was addressing the population during his tour of the state counties, where he also pledged to maintain security